Time trials is a thing you do with friends at the track, and you want to let off some steam. And I forget the initial question, so that sucks.
I can edit it. So what are time trials?
Time trials is a chance for you and a car to go around the track and forget everything else around the world. You're grouped in a group of cars that are doing similar times to you, so that you don't have to compete with them. It's kind of like going out. It's like the dolphins swimming through a boat. You go there, you just have a fantastic time. You let the world melt around you. Then you come back in and you look at your lap time, and you kind of see whether or not you kind of fulfill your own dreams, or if you need to go out and do it again. Go out, have some fun with the car, and generally see how you and the car perform that particular day.
So how is it different from a track day?
So from a general track day, what we do is we actually give you a little timing device that you put on your car, front, back, doesn't matter. Most people strap it on. That allows us to record times. In addition, in a track day, most people try and sign up and say, I'm the world's fastest driver, I drive flat out. But in reality, it's very difficult to judge whether, it's a novice driver in a McLaren, or that F1 driver in a Mazda 2. It's hard to distinguish what their actual lap times are. So time trials, or how's it different? For time trials, we group people with similar lap times, so that if you're doing, let's say, a minute 20 around the mission, you're with other cars doing a minute 20 around the mission. That means you can follow them, see what they're doing. They can see what you're doing. You're with a group of peers that are doing very similar things. It also means that you don't need to pass people as much because you're not as congested. So a little more open space. So those are kind of the main differences between a time trials day and a track day.
Do I need to compete?
You don't actually need to compete. One of the common misconceptions is that you need to be an all-out, carbon fiber hood track car. But really, guys in Mazda 2s can come out, or girls, and it's all about making small modifications to your car, or not, but incremental steps to try something different each track day and see how things go. So you don't need to compete. However, there always that fun competitive edge.
Is it safe?
It is safe. You are racing on a racetrack. There are inherent risks. We do everything we can to make sure you mitigate those risks. So whether it's the driver mentality, or making sure the track is safe, or having the right staff to keep you in the right mind frame. We also have coaches to help get the novice people on track safely. But we do everything we can to make sure you drive home at the end of the day. It is safe.
So why should I go to Speedy Goat?
Speedy Goat, you should. You should go to everyone else's events, and then you should come back and try our stuff. I hate to break it, but there's a lot of different people hosting track days, a lot of different good people. Really what we try and focus on is a day away from the office, or a day where you can put the tools down and go to the track and have fun. So we try and keep the safety paramount, but at the end of the day, it's come out and have a good time with a bunch of friends. So at Speedy Goat, we try and encompass that.
Isn't it just a track day with timing?
It is pretty much a track day with timing. We do a couple things differently. The time trials format we're running is, instead of most track days are, you send your car on track for 20 minutes until it melts down. You come back in and you go why is my coolant boiling? Time trials we run is a 3-lap format. So an out lap, 3 hot laps, a cool down lap. And what that does, it's a higher quality laps than it is just for pure, running into the ground sort of thing.
What do I need to get started?
So if you have a car, or a really close friend that trusts you with their car, all you need is a car that's well maintained, whether you just bought it off the showroom floor with new brake fluid. That's all you really need. We have loaner helmets, otherwise a SARM rated helmet, and you can come on down. If you have questions, what do you need in addition? We'll answer that pretty quick. But in reality, the right head on your shoulders and an available car.
How do I find out more?
You can always find out more. SpeedyGoat.ca always has our latest and greatest update information. We're on the regular social medias, Facebook, Instagram. We can also add you to an emailing list. Really, contact me. I'll get back to you as quick as possible, or one of the other goat tribes. And we're usually a pretty inviting group of people.
I'm going to ask you again, what is time trials?